This show is part of the RetroZap.com podcast network.
Hello, this is Paul Blake, Greedo from Star Wars A New Hope, and you're listening to Brews and Blasters.
Here we go.
You're listening to Brews and Blasters. The Star Wars party starts now.
How we doing?
Same as always.
That bad, huh?
Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
Let us go inside where we can discuss business over a drink.
Could you join us for a little refreshment?
Everyone's invited, of course.
With Chris Salton and Joe Tavano, two guys from Boston who are talking about this stuff anyway.
Whoa. Let him marinate with like a good steak tip. Oh yeah. Renegades. They're having a nice time.
He just got a cup of super cold zippy sip.
He had a barbecue. Society.
Okay, stop with
With that guy will be What's up, Warheads? Well, George Lucas is sad. And if George Lucas is sad, I'm sad. I don't really know what to do. I gotta punch it, I guess. Yeah, that is. I got it now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's wild. You've seen that before, right?
I did. I saw that multiple times. They actually made like an edit version and they added like an actual lightsaber.
Star Wars kid, we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking Star Wars kid. We know
Yeah.
It's like 10 plus years, whatever.
It's like a million years old.
It holds up.
It holds up. That's true. That's true.
Hi.
I forget what we said the first time. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost some time here.
It happens.
It happens. We just
Well, we're good for 1 a year. that was it.
Thank God it was only 5 minutes, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, good thing you caught it then. Because if we're like 20 minutes in, we're like, no show.
See you next week, I guess. Yeah. That's probably, yeah, because you know what it is when you don't hit record, but you start talking? The feeling of letdown. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's been a couple of times that we dude, it was
two times.
It was radio gold.
I feel like, yeah, we were like on the top of our game.
Yeah.
We brought it.
And you're like,
oh,
we're not recording.
We did not record.
And then we tried redoing it. Never
worked out.
Nope.
Never worked out. But that's not tonight. We're having a good time. We only missed like a minute. Pretty much. We only lost like a minute.
Yeah.
But it was gold.
It was gold. Radio gold.
Can't even remember what we said.
No, I don't remember nothing.
I don't know. We were talking about something from last week. So, like, remember last week when like Jay Yakface was on?
Yes.
And you know, I'm opening up that figure, and I'm like, hey, how much is it worth? And he's like $100, and you hear it all ripping open. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Right.
Can you say ouch?
Can you say regret?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great figure, and maybe I should have. I could have had $200 figures, and now I have one.
I am happy that you opened it because
It's actually like a beautiful figure.
Yeah, it's real nice.
I'm in love with this figure, and I love that I actually don't regret that I opened it, but I kind of regret that I opened it. If that makes sense.
I know what you're saying, but I think you chose wisely.
Thank you. You know what? There's a couple things about this figure. This San Diego Comic-Con, Kenner Boba Fett figure. I wish they didn't have the notch for the cape still there, like clearly a repaint.
Oh,
and I wish they had like an L or J slot for that rocket.
Good. That would have been pretty sick.
I mean,
good pickup on that.
Yeah. I mean, I just wish they had see the bottom of the rocket pack there. I just wish they kind of had like a little mechanism, like, hey,
a little spring-loaded action.
A little spring-loaded. Even if it was like fake, and it just looked like it, just give me an L or J slot on this baby, and it would have been like, yeah, this is everything you've ever been looking for.
Oh, you're talking like the backpack molded to his back, like just like the vintage one.
It would have been cool.
That would have been sick.
Would have been a lot cooler if they did.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Brews and Blasters. This is it. You found it. This is it. The original Star Wars party. It's often imitated, never duplicated. Thank you specifically for being here. If this is your first time partying with us, we hope you have a good time, and we're not sorry for anything that's about to happen. My name is Joe Tavano, and joined with me, as always, my good friend Chris Salton. You've heard him already.
Hi.
When does
my name is Chris.
You're the keeper of the Yoda light.
Yeah, that's basically the extent of my job.
You're doing all right over there.
Not bad, right?
He's looking good.
Yep, I have a piece of paper, a pen.
I print that out for you.
Yeah, you actually supply the paper. I supply the pen.
That's an old pen. That's a vintage pen. That's a vintage collection Chris Salton pen right there. It actually, I remember that's probably like a 10-year-old pen.
This is up there, yeah.
Yeah. It's Chris Salton Plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's blue and orange, great color scheme.
It has my phone number on it, 878-555-8721.
You've always been great at the merch, I got to be honest.
I like the swag.
Yeah. I used to, funny, little background here. Before like e-readers were super common, I used to read with a little light in bed.
Oh, yeah.
I used one of your Chris Salton plumbing lights.
Yeah, those held up pretty well, too.
They were like the little ones with the little button,
yeah.
little keychain light with a little button on the bottom.
Real old school.
I would tape the bottom of it.
Oh.
We're talking recession days, I just taped the button down so I could read with it on.
I'm just happy that you had one because not a lot of people got those.
I appreciate that.
Because they're expensive. I mean, you have to keep in mind, I was a pup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting money together was difficult.
So I probably got like one of 10.
No, I think I made 80.
One of 80, huh?
I don't have any of them.
You could have at least signed a number them.
Oh, that would have been sick, right? People would have been like, I don't get it.
When does the Star Wars party begin?
Now.
I feel like it began a while ago when we started talking about signing and numbering.
Bingo bango.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
We're here, guys. Thanks for finding us.
I like this pose you put Fett in. He's like, hey, what do you want from me?
I really like how far back the head goes.
Yeah. It's nice
like if
mobility.
He's getting ready to
he's literally
use the rocket pack.
It's true. He's either using the rocket pack or saying, hey, I ordered half a pound of salami.
Yeah.
Hey, half a pound. Hey, not a quarter pound, half a pound. Sliced thin.
I want to be able to see through it.
I can't. He really kind of has that look like the shoulders are back and the head is out. It's like, hey, pay attention over here.
Pound and a half of prosciutto.
Yeah, pound and a half prosciutto. Do you know how much money that is?
That's probably it's close to 30.
It's about $30. Yeah. That's actually accurate. That's actually accurate. Wow. Woo. Oof. Where are we here? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're not sorry.
No, we're not. That's for sure. We get some wacky stuff to talk about here. Hey, did you hear about this Disney hotline for like Yoda will wish you a good night?
No.
Okay, so Disney.
Who's voicing him?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Disney will let you do. They'll let you do a this bedtime hotline.
They probably shouldn't have called it that. It just sounds weird.
It sounds a little weird, right? You want to call it? Do you want to? See what happens?
Do you have to pay for it?
No, it's an 877 number.
Get out of here. Oh, then you have to call it.
I don't care. I'll pay what I want to hear Yoda wish me good night. It's late. Yes, good night. That's pretty good, kid. That's not bad. That's not actually the line, guys. That's just Chris. Just Chris being Chris. Oh. Yeah. All right, let's see what happens.
You already have it up?
I got the number right here. I got the number.
We're calling. This is live.
What's going to happen?
Welcome to the Disney Store and ShopDisney.com Disney Bedtime Hotline. To help you add a bit of magic to your little one's nighttime routine, follow the prompts to hear a special bedtime message from some of your favorite Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars characters.
Okay.
You can receive a special text message to shop the latest items on ShopDisney.com.
No
US
thanks.
Cell phones only. Message and data rates may apply.
Uh-oh.
By pressing 1, you consent to receive an auto-dialed marketing text from or on behalf of Shop Disney at the mobile number you use to call in.
That's not why we're here.
Consent is not a condition of purchase. Text message not required to hear the bedtime message. You can view Disney's privacy policy at privacy.thewaltdisneycompany.com.
A lot going on before we get
shopdisney.com.
We're talking about little ones before
if you'd
bedtime.
Like to receive a special text message, press 1 now. Press 2 to continue without receiving a text.
Wow, man. That's a lot.
It is a lot. I would have hung up by now.
Thank you for selecting a special bedtime message. Please pass the phone to your child to hear from a favorite Disney, Pixar, Marvel, or Star Wars character. Press 1 to hear from Mickey Mouse.
No.
Press 2 to hear from Woody.
No.
Press 3 to hear from Princess Jasmine.
No.
Press 4 to hear from Anna and Elsa.
No.
Press 5 to hear from Yoda.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Press 6 to hear from Spider-Man. Thanks.
The day draws to a close, my young Padawan. And yet still you think of adventure. Excitement. For the Jedi, time to sleep as well it is. Find your adventure in dream, young Padawan. Close your eyes and reach out with your feelings. Feel the Force surround you. Like a blanket it is. Yes. In your dreams, other places you will see. The future, the past, old friends, and new. See you there I will, for the Force is with you. Always.
Do you think that was Tom Kane?
100%.
So that was different.
So,
okay.
You know, I got to be honest. I thought that was going to be kind of a goof, but after Yoda was talking to me, I was like, I kind of like this.
Yeah, you're ready for bed, right?
I was like this is kind of nice. Like, a little wisdom from Yoda.
Yeah.
At the end of the night. I mean, I don't know what the other one's going to be like.
Everything's going to be all right now.
Yeah, I wonder if like what Woody would say, like,
reach for the sky.
Wouldn't that be like the astronaut guy?
No, that's Woody.
Okay. All right.
I think.
But I feel like Yoda has like the wisdom to really wish you good night.
Yeah, like it was calming.
Yeah, that was definitely Tom Kane.
Yeah.
I think 100%. It was nice. I got to be honest. I'm like, I would actually play that for my daughter. You know, I kind of dig that. And I guess now you guys can too.
Yeah. Hey, and we know now it's free.
Yeah, it's true. You just have to listen to a lot of legalese to get there.
Get through the minute and a half of credit card.
Text. Get the text. Get the messaging marketing test. Get the text.
Shop Disney.
Shop Disney. Get the text. Get the text. Shop
Smoke.
What?
That's from our Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
With the toys, they're like smoke.
Get the text. Shop Disney. Get the text. Get the text. Yeah. Then it's like press 2 if you don't want to hear any of this.
Text.
Yeah. Text.
Get the text.
It really was like that. It was ridiculous.
Oh. Yeah, no one else is doing this. Gold, I tell you.
Name a Star Wars show that's gonna take you to this wacky town. I don't even know where to begin from here.
We're off to a good start. We know prices on deli meats and free bedtime greetings.
Bedtime magic, really.
Yeah, bedtime magic.
I feel like we're firing all cylinders right now. Let's bring down the mood and talk about how George Lucas isn't happy with the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So this is a real happy song, right? This is a good song?
Yeah.
Makes you feel good?
I like it.
All right, what if I told you the man who created Star Wars isn't happy with the way things have been going?
Well, I mean, you said it best. If he's not happy, we're not happy.
Yeah. So Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, has a new autobiographical memoir coming out called The Ride of a Lifetime, Lessons Learned from 15 Years as CEO of the Walt Disney Company. Just came out. And that's what he says about George Lucas. He says, Lucas felt there was nothing new about the J.J. Abrams directed sequel. In each of the films of the original trilogy, it was important to Lucas to present new worlds, new stories, new characters, new technologies. In this one, he said there weren't enough visual or technical leaps forward, Iger said. He wasn't wrong, Iger agrees. But he also wasn't appreciating the pressure we were under to give ardent fans a film that felt quintessentially Star Wars. I don't know. That's an interesting point. You know, he's like, well, George Lucas feels like Star Wars should be moving forward and pushing boundaries and technologies, and Iger's like, yeah, but you don't get it. We just want something that's quintessentially Star Wars.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of scary. That's a weird thing, right? That's two fundamentally different ideas of what Star Wars should be.
Right.
It's like, oh, we want something that looks exactly the same as before, or in Lucas saying, no, you need to break new ground every time.
Well, I mean, just like anything else, time brings more technology and stuff like that we didn't have.
Yeah, time doesn't do that. Lucas did that.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, his visions could be put on screen a little bit easier, just like he said about the original trilogy and doing the prequels. Like, you know,
yeah, but the dude making that easier is Lucas. He's inventing new technology.
No, I know, but I'm just talking about like even as little as special effects. You know, like we all know that they had things on fishing lines and stuff like that, and then you look at the prequels and it's like you just have it because it's, you know, CGI or whatever.
Yeah, but that stuff isn't delivered in the mail, dude. George Lucas is the guy who's creating that, making it better. He's the one making it easier.
Right. Well, he created ILM.
Yeah. He's like, hey, we're gonna do everything digital. Mm-hmm. No, it's all digital. No. That's great. You want to do it? No, it's all of it. You know, might not be perfect, but you know what? We're moving forward, pushing. We're moving the goalposts a little bit.
Well, I mean, you can take that in so many different ways too, because I'm pretty sure he was saying storytelling.
I don't think so. Visual or technical leaps forward, he's saying.
Well, I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, there weren't enough visual or technical leaps forward. It was all very referential and reverential to the to what came before. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about something that, like, imagine having like it really is like an endless amount of money for a budget for a movie.
And then you go back to everything that's been done before. All right, so let's say, there's more what Iger said. We'd intentionally created a world that was visually and tonally connected to the earlier films to not stray too far from what people loved and expected, and George was criticizing us for the very thing we were trying to do. Well, I kind of think that's valid. He's saying your whole approach is wrong. I don't know, man. I don't know. So he goes on, okay? He talks about how George felt betrayed by the entire process of the sequel trilogy.
Now, is this going back to The Force Awakens?
Yeah.
Okay. So this isn't just like newfound information?
No, this is Iger recounting the entire deal with Lucas.
Okay.
At some point in the process, George told me that he had completed outlines for 3 new movies. He agreed to send us 3 copies of the outlines. One for me, one for Alan Braverman, who is another another big wig there, and Alan Horn, who'd just been hired to run our studio. Alan Horn and I read George's outlines and decided we needed to buy them, though we made clear in the purchase agreement that we would not be contractually obligated to adhere to the plot lines he'd laid out. Iger continues, he knew that I was going to stand firm on the question of creative control, but it wasn't an easy thing for him to accept, and so he reluctantly agreed to be available to consult with us at our request. I promised that we would be open to his ideas. This is not a hard promise to make. Of course, we would be open to George Lucas's ideas, but like the outlines, we would be under no obligation. I mean, I get Iger's, if Iger's buying it, he wants control. I get that. But at the same time, man, that's George Lucas.
Well, it's his baby, and imagine him handing you 3 scripts. I honestly, I don't know, probably because it's just me, but I would be like, all right, so we're going to make these movies. Keep them on board,
I mean, I feel like you should probably buy. You should buy George Lucas with that sale. You should buy George Lucas as a producer on the film, right?
Well, and plus it goes to, like everybody thinks what these movies could have been. They wouldn't have been that could have been. It would have been like, this is what it is.
There's more. There's actually more. All right. So then Lucas, Michael Arndt, and Kathleen Kennedy sat down to talk about ideas for the film. George immediately got upset as they began to describe the plot, and it dawned on him that we weren't using one of the stories he submitted during the negotiation. The truth was, Kathy, JJ, and Alan and I had discussed the direction in which the saga should go, and we all agreed that it wasn't what George had outlined. George knew we weren't contractually bound to anything, but he thought that our buying the story treatments was a tacit promise that we'd follow them, and he was disappointed that his story was being discarded. I'd been so careful since our first conversation to not mislead him in any way, and I didn't think I had, but I could have handled it better. I should have prepared him for the meeting with JJ and Michael and told him about our conversations, that we felt it was better to go in another direction. I could have talked through this. Could have talked through this with him and possibly avoided angering him by not surprising him. Yeah, that probably would have been a respectful thing to do. Right?
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of blowing my mind. Why is he coming out with all this information?
He's publishing a book.
Oh.
Because Iger's nearing the end of his term.
And he's like, hey, super juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Here's a taste. Buy the book.
Yeah. Now, in the first meeting with him about the future of Star Wars, George felt betrayed, and while this whole process would have never been easy for him, we'd gotten off to an unnecessarily rocky start. Yeah.
This is the thing, too. We were talking about this earlier. I'm all for George Lucas. You know that?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, like, they paid him, a butt ton of money, right?
Yeah.
And, you sold the rights.
He did sell them.
And it's just like,
he was tired, man. He was tired.
Well, he always talked about like how he just wanted to retire, and just like anybody else.
Yeah.
As much as you love your job, there's you time. You want to retire.
Yeah, he retired, man.
I get that, and thank you for this world you created because, I don't know, we love it a great deal. But what we're saying is like, all right, say you built a hot rod from scratch, the first nut and bolt, right? Absolutely loved it. Some guy came around and was like, hey, is this for sale? And you give him the I don't want to sell it price, but the guy says, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sell it, and he decides to just rip everything apart and do it a little differently.
Yeah, that Camara's worth $4.5 billion.
Yeah,
I dare you.
Right. Well,
go for it.
I wonder if that's what happened.
He wants to buy it for $4.5 billion. Okay.
No, I wonder if they're like, hey George, Disney keeps asking, like, hey, would you want to sell it?
Did you see the look on his face when he sold it? Do you remember that picture of him signing the deal?
Yeah, it was like uncertainty.
it looked like, what have I done?
Well, no, but like, imagine if maybe that was his number. Like, it was like, yeah, they want to buy it. Yeah, 4.5 billion. They're like, okay.
I feel like it's a lowball number, man.
Well, yes. Now,
yeah.
Think about all the money they made with The Force Awakens.
In like a day.
Yeah.
In like a year, they made it back. Easily.
Well, I don't know how much they put into everything, but
they made it back, man.
Let's put it this way: they made like 3/4 of it back, and
they made almost like $2 billion on The Force Awakens alone, just box office.
Well, I'm just saying, like, and then the second movie really drove that home.
Yeah, and the merch.
Mm-hmm. Because Rogue One made another, like, well, how much did that?
The merchandising.
Merchandising.
Yeah, Rogue One made like $1 billion.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, The Last Jedi made $1 billion.
Well, they made enough money to build 2 Star Wars lands.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot of money going around.
Yeah, it's true. So,
but was it about money?
What? I mean, I feel like what would have happened if these were Lucas stories, right? Like, what if Lucas was on?
Well, dude, look.
Remember. George and Kathleen sitting down and be like, yeah, I'm creative consultant. Yes. I'm going to be here. And
But look how we got a taste of that with the Clone Wars. Like, we got really into George's head there. And some, like the Mortis episodes.
Hey,
like,
there was some weird stuff.
Dude, that's why we love them.
So this is the thing. And this is the thing that I realized, I think, when I was watching The Phantom Menace in the theater for the first time. Star Wars isn't about what you already know. It's not about going back to nostalgia. It's about pushing forward. It's about weird and new and not what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually Star Wars. That's what Lucas has always done. That's actually what George Lucas. Lucas is not about nostalgia. He's not a nostalgic person. You talk to him about things. You talk about his outlook on things. He's not a nostalgic person. We're the nostalgic ones because we love it.
Mm-hmm.
Not him. He wants to push boundaries. He wants to move forward. He wants to do different things all the time. And you see his progression of Star Wars. You see how he's taken the franchise in certain directions. It's always been pushing boundaries, always doing something new, always being something different, reframing the entire story with every iteration. It's always about, and it's not just that, it's always about being unexpected. Every movie that George Lucas ever did with Star Wars was completely unexpected. I mean, The Empire Strikes Back, compared to Star Wars, is a totally unexpected movie. This weird thing that starts with ice, and there's not even a lot of aliens, and it's like very personal and quiet compared to the original Star Wars. And then you follow it up with Return of the Jedi, which just comes out of left field with Jabba the Hutt and like a second Duff. Like, it's just wacky. And then all of a sudden you wait a couple of years and you get the Phantom Menace, which is just if anyone could have predicted the Phantom Menace, any part of it, predicted that's the story we get, you're psychic, because no one could have predicted the Phantom Menace. Right. No one did. No one could have predicted Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones.
It's a weird movie, man. It's a weird script. It's strange. And for that to be the direction it goes in, it's not something you'd ever think of. But Lucas thinks that way. And for it to all wrap up so well in Revenge of the Sith, I mean, it's just so Lucas for him to do it that way.
Right.
So I think of how his scripts could have reframed everything in 7, 8, and 9. And I just almost feel like there's just competing vision from now on. This is just a competing vision for everything that could have happened. And will we ever know it? That's what I want to know.
Well, since what Bob wrote in that, and that was at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I wonder if they smashed some stuff together from his 3 original scripts, and we're going to see some of that in The Rise of Skywalker. Like, was it George's original idea to bring back Palpatine?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we'll ever know, but
I got to be honest, Chris, it doesn't feel that way.
You know,
that doesn't. I mean, that feels like sequel trilogy, but it doesn't feel like Star Wars. Doesn't feel like Lucas to me.
I will
to bring back Palpatine.
The one thing that I love seeing is George happy, and he is grinning ear to ear on the set of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He was having the time of his life on the Falcon with Ron Howard for Solo.
Oh yeah.
Gareth Edwards said that he came down for Rogue One and stuff like that, and I like hearing it. I like that they involved him.
All right, what's the common denominator here, Chris? Number one, these are proteges of Lucas. Number two, it's all trade ground. I mean, it's like, hey, George, look what I did with your thing.
Yeah.
You know? When it comes to pushing Star Wars forward, going into new places, doing something unexpected, that's where he feels like they're failing. Right? It's with 7, 8, and 9. And I wonder, is it just because they didn't go with the script, or because it's so fundamentally different from his vision of what this film franchise should be? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean,
both?
I can speak behalf of both of us.
Okay.
We really like all the new movies and stuff like that, you know. But I know that there was a lot of returning elements that were in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And I wonder if like he read it or saw it and was like, why did you do it that way?
Exactly.
You know, and
I think he did.
And I like, you could have went this direction, but you played it safe this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could see him being upset with that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
It's like, I had cheese Danish guys. I had guys that look like cheese Danishes. Where are they? They're the cheese Danish guys.
Oh, like the figure eights?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the jelly guys and the lemon jelly guys? But
we had them. Yeah.
But I don't know. Like maybe he. Well, knowing Lucas, he probably was going a lot deeper. Maybe into the Force. Like what? I don't even know what the time frame.
Remember earlier this year,
thinking.
he had that book, and that Masters of Science Fiction. He said, "Yeah, I was going to go into like the microbiotic world and get into the wills and where they live and whatever the hell he was talking about there, microbiotic world."
Yeah, I mean he was going in.
He was getting wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
I don't know.
I want to know more. I want George to break his silence. I want to hear his vision.
I want them to.
He sold it, so we can't publish it.
Oh, all right. Well, you just answered my question. I wonder if he would be able to release that, but he's not that kind of dude, though. Like he's like, this is for me.
Yeah.
You know, like he said when he retired. Yeah, I'm gonna still make movies, but it's just gonna be for like me and my friends.
Yeah, but he hasn't done that. Unless he has.
Unless we don't know.
Yeah, he made Strange Magic, and then he's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, keyword retired.
That's true.
He's having fun now, man.
It's fun time.
It's fun time.
Fun time. All right. Oh, I got that. Kind of leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth a little bit.
Well, it's just one of those things. Like, are we psyched that we're having all this new Star Wars content? Hell
I'm
yes.
still loving it.
Exactly.
I'm still loving it.
Yeah, and we're not haters. We love this stuff. But would have we loved to hear out Lucas? Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. To know it came from Lucas would have reframed everything. You know what I mean? It would have felt so blindingly and without question authentic.
Right.
And I feel like there will always be a question now, what if? You know?
Exactly.
Because it's not Lucas Star Wars, it's JJ continuing Lucas Star Wars. Rian Johnson continuing Lucas Star Wars. Benioff and Weiss continuing that. And then you get into guys like Favreau and Filoni, who are the chosen proteges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're Lucas's avatars almost. I feel like that's tacit endorsement right there. Ron Howard, a good friend of Lucas, that's a tacit endorsement. But everyone else, I don't know.
And Kathleen Kennedy, I just feel like she was just right in the middle, being torn left and right.
Yeah,
because
E.T. was on the other day, 1982 Academy Award winning movie. E.T. Who is the second person in the credits? Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, and
A George Lucas film produced by Kathleen Kennedy.
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry, a Steven Spielberg film produced by Kathleen Kennedy.
Their relationship goes back, like, way back.
Decades, man.
Yeah, and that's why
she's not new on the block.
She was a safe person to become chairman, you know. But then again, she is working under Disney.
Yeah.
So she's probably trying to make everyone happy, and that's a very tough thing to do.
It is. I think she's done a good job, and I don't think that she is 100% responsible for every negative decision that's happened.
No, there's too many people involved.
There's way too many people.
You can't point your finger at one person and say you.
Yeah. And even Iger admits that maybe it was a little too fast too soon with some of the stuff, but hey, I'm not one to judge on that. I'm hyped. I'm hyped up about episode 9. We're less than 100 days away now.
Insane. 3 months.
It's been so long. It feels like forever since a Star Wars film.
I feel like that too.
Yeah, it's been so long. What happened? It feels like it's almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wild stuff, man. All right, let's keep this moving forward. Let's get to Need 'em, Got 'em. Let's do it. Need 'em, got 'em time.
Need 'em, got 'em time.
I like it. This is a big one this week, guys. It's more real than real. More human than human. Should I say hyper real?
It's hyper real.
Yeah. Hyper real, guys. We're talking Hyperreal Darth Vader.
Lord Vader.
Lord Vader. Rise. I gotta tell you, the presentation of this box is everything you'd want out of an expensive high-end figure. It really is gorgeous, and I'm not going to be tearing this baby to shreds. I will say that as I open it.
The one question that I have is, was this intended to be in stores?
I don't think so.
This is one of these things like you got to know somebody.
Yeah, it's like our Hot Toys, a sideshow in stores. You know?
Right.
No.
I was just curious, was it supposed to be?
No, the collecting community is not about that. You know what I mean? It's not. It's online only.
Yeah.
You know.
Kind of like that.
What?
I kind of like it.
I kind of like it, you know? Asking you shall receive. So let's see what we got here. Oh, so much.
A lot of
tapes. So many tapes.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? They peel off pretty easy. The packaging's nice. It's like this blue and black packaging. It actually says Star Wars The Black Series on it.
You know, I didn't know that until I got mine, too. I was like, oh, it's called the Black Series Hyperreal.
Yeah, the Hyperreal is part of the Black Series, even though it's a different scale. Mm-hmm. It's 100% different in every way. But they kind of threw the Black Series on there, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, here we go. And it's a unique kind of...
I dig it.
Trapezoidal.
Yeah.
It's a trapezoidal type of packaging here, with these two weird shapes that kind of conjoin for a little bookcase type of cover, where you have the figure pose in a very action oriented pose, and you have 2, 4, 6, 7 different hands. Yeah. To pose them on, and a little deflecting blast as well you can use. Let's check this baby out, huh? Let's bring him. Let's release him.
Look at this thing. Look at this.
Look at this. So the thing about the Hyperreal, that's the most important thing to think about, is that it comes with a base. No, the joints are covered by cloth and fabric and other things. So it doesn't actually look like an action figure. It just looks like a little man with no, with all his joints covered and wearing clothes. Like, that's the thing.
I
Cool,
really
yeah.
like that idea that it's completely covered.
Yeah, like there's no visible joints, like you get with regular action figures around like the elbows and the knees, etc. And I gotta tell you, modern action figures have done a great job, for the most part, with hiding those. Like, you look at this Boba Fett here, this San Diego Comic-Con Boba Fett. The joints are primarily hidden. I mean, he doesn't really have a ton of joints. Maybe I'm like not seeing them.
No, I mean,
like around the knees a little bit, around the elbows a little bit, but otherwise, it looks pretty good. But then you get this Hyperreal Vader, and it just changes. It changes everything when we're talking about detail and quality.
well, it's just that they use like premium materials.
Yeah, I mean, the leather feels like leather. The schnozberries feel like schnozberries. I mean, it just feels right. I mean, yeah, I mean, you feel this leather. Like, it really feels like rubbery leather. It's crazy. I tell you, remember like a couple of years ago when you get packages like this, you'd have like twist ties in the back.
It's like weird ties that
It's
they have.
twine now.
It's twine.
It's actually way easier to untwist. I will say that.
The things that I hate the most about those little
The twine you had to almost like cut with like wire cutters.
well, the wire is you would think you're turning it the right way,
And you weren't. Yeah, those were bad. I really appreciate this twine solution because it's actually pretty easy to undo. They stay in place, like a little wax up twine. And they called it technology. Oh, there's even more.
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so we've done 3 so far. It looks like we have 4 here. As you need them, got them going for you guys. I feel like we're dying on the vine.
I should have got the X-Acto knife.
That's all right.
You could have plowed right through it.
Yeah, I probably would have hurt myself. What's your favorite hamburger topping?
Favorite hamburger topping? Thick cheddar cheese.
That's pretty good.
But I mean, is that a given that there's cheese?
Yeah, what
on a
after
burger?
cheese? Well, I mean, I should have said cheeseburger topping.
I am a pretty classic guy with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle. I did have a burger the other day that had sauteed onions.
Wow.
But they put too many, and then the bun got soggy.
It sounds disgusting to me.
Oh, you don't
Hate
like
them.
onions? But it was sauteed onions, arugula. You like arugula?
No, actually, I don't.
Dude, I love arugula.
Do we even eat the same? Do we even like food?
Remember, I'm the bearded Viking with the lettuce beard.
Yeah, the lettuce beard Viking. That's true. Yeah. All right. Hyperreal Vader is released from his prison, and
do you like him?
It's the best figure I've ever bought. My God. Yeah, this is wild, man. The detail, the posability, crazy on this, right?
Yeah, it's really stunning.
Oh my God! Like the helmet itself,
and he's a lot more flexible than I thought he was going to be.
I mean, honestly, like the imperfections in the helmet are actually like they're just like they are in A New Hope. Like there's, the A New Hope Vader is asymmetrical, and the actual helmet is actually asymmetrical. Everything is perfect. His joints move really naturally. I could say it doesn't feel like that sort of like gear feeling you get for the most part. It's pretty cool. One thing I actually would like is kind of like a breakdown of where the joints are and where they aren't.
Yeah.
So I don't break this guy.
What I really like about the helmet is it's a mixture of gloss and flat.
Yeah, they actually do that.
And
to reflect the lighting correctly.
It's perfect. It really is.
Yeah.
And the cape is like stretchy material.
the cape has some weight to it, and I feel like that helps with it falling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything works right. It just feels like an actual real. It feels like a little person, to be honest with you. Like it just feels like a little person standing here.
Mm-hmm.
A little Vader, ready to lay down. The hip joints are a little stiff on mine. To be honest, I really don't know how the hip joints are working.
Yeah, you have to I had to work mine a little bit. I noticed right off the bat, your elbow joints.
Yeah.
You know, they bent pretty well.
Yeah.
One of mine, I had to keep working it until I got it to go back, you know? But it was one of those things I was like, does it go back? I don't want to break it, you know?
Exactly.
And then it went back, and I was like, well, the only reason why I decided to go forward with it is because the other arm bent that way.
Yeah.
So
look at that, 90 degrees.
Yeah.
You can turn. That's really nice. Yeah, I like this. I like this figure a lot. You literally give him the no. Yeah, this is. And there's actually a tinge of red in the goggles too. You actually see a little bit of that red, that brownish red. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I love this figure. I have to pre-order the Luke.
Yeah, I got that coming.
When's the release? Do you know? I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but
no,
a few months from now, or
yeah,
I'm assuming next year, right?
Yeah, the future. It's coming in the future. Not gonna lie, guys, we're gonna cut it short tonight because it's 1 a.m. You know, that's about it.
And we done did it.
Yeah, definitely. So let's call it a night, man. This is a good show. The Hyperreal Vader is great, and let's catch you guys on the flippity flop. Thank you so much for listening to Brews and Blasters. You know where to find us, brewsandblasters.ninja. If you're a new listener, we hope you subscribe. It's for free. We're available on all podcast apps. And if you can hear our voices right now, we want to hear from you. Email us at brewsandblasters.retrozap.com. Voicemail is 978-219-6688. We got to check in on that email and voicemail real soon. And keep the party going on our Discord channel, the RetroZap Community Discord server. We are part of the RetroZap Podcast Network, of course. Subscribing at every RetroZap show all in one place with a network catch-all feed. Our mid-credits theme song is by Luke Schreiber, and while you're at it, look at a person, breathe, and tell them about Brews and Blasters this week, and make sure they subscribe. Smash that like button on Facebook, smash that like button on Twitter, smash that like button on Instagram, and find Chris at thecollectorshut.com, and subscribe to his channel on YouTube. With Triple Force Friday, he's gonna have so much stuff going on.
I hope so.
You wanna make sure you're there for all of the reveals, all the reviews, everything that he has to say. It's gonna be important. Wow. It's been a time, my friend. It's been a time. I feel like we've said a lot, and yet have so much more to say. You know?
This is true. Always.
It's true. So, you know something? I feel like that's it. You know, I'm about to fall asleep over here. I don't know what to do. It's wacky town. It's wacky town. This Vader's looking at me, and I'm like, I'm feeling his vibes right now. He feels angry.
I think you're ready for the bedtime Yoda.
Oh my God! I could listen to that again. Have him lull me to sleep. All right, guys, you might want to buckle up, baby. That's a show. Godspeed, Rebels. Suck a la, and tell it to Kanji Club. We'll see you next week.
I'm afraid the party's canceled. The servants never show. And on the wall was penciled. I was foreboding note. Force getting ready. Man began too much. All the world was suffer. The Wookiee's wicked clutch.